Hi, my name is Eddie and this is How to Get Living. Today I'm going to talk about your inner child. The concept of the inner child is a very important one for understanding yourself, understanding who you are, and understanding human experience and how humans operate. I'm going to sum it up incredibly briefly. It's a really huge topic, but just so you have like a very basic beginning of an understanding so that you can start developing that understanding for yourself. The inner child is referring to the most primitive and earliest form of yourself that exists. Basically, I want you to think about this. You think about yourself and your age now, and then remember what you were like 1 year ago, and then 1 year before that, and then 1 year before that. As you exist, as you live, you gain memories, and those memories form a huge part of your identity and your personality. Okay, formative experiences, like really traumatic or really positive experiences, stick in your mind and they form key parts of your personality. The things that happened to you as you were growing up, basically, they really affect you a hell of a lot. And the younger you are, the earlier those things, those events were, and the farther back those memories are, the more they affect you. Okay, your most critical period of development is essentially from birth up to about 7, and in that period, the most critical of that period is from birth to 2 years old. Okay, so 2 to 3, 2.5, 3. Events that were happening to you and around you in that very, very early formative period of your life, from infancy to about 2.5, 3 years old, have set up the way that your personality is structured and the way that you respond to different events in your life. I'll give you some examples. If your early childhood was chaotic and very dangerous, there was a lot of fighting and arguing and a lack of safety around you, that's going to affect you, and you may well grow up as a person that's anxious and very sensitive to other people's conflict. You may grow up with a sense of burden of having to care for other people all the time. You may grow up with a sense of being unwanted, and that's deep, deep in your psyche, and you have developed reactions to cope and to handle those traumatic events. I'm going to do a bit of a series about the basic different developmental periods that occur as you're passing through this period of your life, and that can create formative structures in your mind and your personality that sort of set up who you are as a person. But suffice to say for now that that early period of your life is critical, and things that have happened during those times will have shaped you massively and still be influencing you now. So when you have periods of intense emotions, when things occur in your life that remind you subconsciously of traumas in particular in your early childhood, and the way that you reacted to those as a little tiny baby are actually embedded and encoded in your behavior now. Okay? And so getting to grips with that and starting to understand yourself as a little child, and the child that is still in you, that is still there within you, is really an important part of learning to cope with negative events in your life and strong negative emotions. Okay? Because a lot of negative emotions are coming from your inner child. A lot of positive ones too. Okay, so don't discount that, but a lot of the negative emotions, a lot of the difficulties that you have navigating life and dealing with tough events in your life are coming from a part of you that's very young and very primitive and undeveloped, very immature, and doesn't have the resources of an adult to deal with what's happening to you. This is a deep topic, the inner child. It's something that we'll go back to a lot as well, but it's really important that you start to get an idea, an understanding that your really deep, your really powerful emotions are coming from a primitive, young part of yourself, a young version of yourself that's still inside you, and that is your inner child. I hope this has been useful. Please like this video, share it, comment below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell so you get a notification when I upload. Thank you for your time and your energy. My name is Eddie, and this is How to Get Living.